Welcome to my channel Valuable Coins, All World. If you've ever wondered if those old coins you have lying around could be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into some of the rarest US coins, revealing their jaw-dropping values that will leave you amazed. Stick with us till the end. You won't want to miss what these hidden treasures could be worth. Let's get started. Top 1. We dive deep into the world of hidden treasures, rare coins, and the fascinating stories behind the money in your pocket. Today, we're taking you on an incredible journey into the past, exploring a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but holds secrets that could make it worth a small fortune. Yes, we're talking about the Washington quarter dollar from the year 1982, a coin that many overlook, but some collectors are willing to pay an eye-watering price for. Now, before you reach into your drawer or piggy bank and start checking your change, let's rewind a little bit. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the decades, this coin has undergone many changes, and each new design, metal composition, or minting error has added to its historical richness. But 1982, that was a very special year for the Washington quarter, and not just because of the coin's look or design. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major decision that would change the way coins were produced and collected forever. That year marked the beginning of a cost-cutting measure. The Mint stopped producing uncirculated coin sets for the public. For the first time in decades, collectors couldn't buy freshly minted coins directly from the U.S. Mint. That meant every single 1982 quarter available today has been out in circulation, used, spent, exchanged, making it incredibly difficult to find high-quality, untouched examples. And this is where things get interesting. Because collectors couldn't get their hands on fresh 1982 quarters, finding one in pristine condition has become a real challenge, especially those struck at the Denver and Philadelphia mints, which are the most common, but ironically, the hardest to find in mint condition. It's the ultimate paradox, a coin that exists in the millions, but still rare where it counts the most quality. Now, you might be wondering, how can a coin that millions of people once used to buy coffee or pay for parking be worth more than some people's cars? The answer lies in the details. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A 1982 Washington quarter that is clean, uncirculated, and struck perfectly can become a collector's dream. Add in a few unusual features, like a doubled die, a minting error, or a rare variation in the metal composition, and that coin transforms from pocket change into a prized artifact. But here's where things really heat up. Some 1982 Washington quarters are missing their mint marks. Others have striking errors, like weak strikes or irregularities caused by worn dies. These small, nearly invisible flaws are pure gold in the eyes of a serious collector. Combine that with the already limited availability of pristine coins from that year, and what you get is a perfect storm of scarcity and demand. Let's also not forget the role of grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being absolutely flawless, something that's practically never seen in circulated coins. But if a 1982 Washington quarter happens to reach a high grade, such as Mint State 66, 67, or even higher, the value skyrockets. Add a minting error on top of that, and now you're no longer talking about a coin worth a few bucks. You're talking about a serious investment. So, what does this all mean for you? It means that a simple coin in your pocket or in an old jar at home could be a hidden gem. It could be worth examining each and every Washington quarter you come across. Look for the date 1982. Check the mint mark. Does it have one? Is it missing? Look closely for doubling in the letters or numbers. Is the design crisp and clean? Or is there something slightly off about it? Every detail counts. Every small imperfection or rarity could be the key to unlocking tremendous value. And here's the moment you've been waiting for, the price. Among the 1982 Washington quarters that have surfaced over the years, one particular specimen, in near-perfect condition with the right combination of rarity and error, fetched a jaw-dropping total at auction. This coin was sold for $115,000. That's right, one coin. A quarter dollar, originally worth 25 cents, valued at $115,000. Just imagine holding that in your hand. So, next time you're sorting through your change or cleaning out an old drawer, don't be so quick to toss those quarters aside. That 1982 Washington quarter might just be the rare piece that turns your everyday coin collection into a treasure trove. Stay curious, stay observant, and who knows, Your fortune might just be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this journey into coin history and rare finds, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more hidden stories, and share this with someone who might just be holding on to a fortune without even knowing it. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Top 2. Have you ever stopped to really look at the coins jingling in your pocket or lying forgotten in a drawer? Most of us see them as nothing more than loose change, small pieces of metal we use for vending machines or parking meters. But what if one of those ordinary-looking coins was actually worth a massive sum of money? What if that little quarter you almost didn't notice could be your ticket to something extraordinary? Today, we're turning the spotlight on a coin you might just already own, the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 1990. At first glance, the 1990 Washington quarter doesn't look much different from any other quarter you've seen. It features the classic profile of George Washington on the front, just like it has since 1932. The reverse side still shows the proud eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, a symbol of strength and preparedness, flanked by olive branches representing peace. It's a design millions of Americans are familiar with. But here's the twist. Within the coins minted that year, there exists some incredibly rare versions that have blown the minds of collectors and auction houses alike. Let's take a moment to understand why. The 1990 quarter was part of the standard issue, produced in both Philadelphia and Denver mints. But not every coin that came out of those mints was exactly the same. Errors happened. Flaws slipped through. And those seemingly small mistakes are exactly what create major value in the world of coin collecting. Because in a hobby where rarity and uniqueness reign supreme, a flaw is not a problem, it's an opportunity. What kinds of things make the 1990 quarter so special to collectors? For starters, minting errors. These include double dies, where parts of the design are accidentally engraved twice, off-center strikes, where the image is misaligned, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchet entirely. These are the types of errors that make a collector's heart race. Even a missing mint mark, which is often dismissed as a simple oversight, can make a huge difference in value when it comes from the right year, like 1990. Another crucial factor is condition. A coin that has never been in circulation, what experts call mint state, holds far more value than one that has been used in everyday transactions. And if it's graded exceptionally high on the coin grading scale, which goes from 1 to 70, the price can shoot through the roof. Coin experts are constantly scouring through thousands of coins just to find one that reaches near perfect condition, and very few ever make the cut. That's what makes the 1990 Washington quarter in top-grade condition with any rare feature or mint error such an extraordinary discovery. Collectors also consider the number of coins minted in that particular year. While the overall production of quarters in 1990 was high, finding one in near-flawless condition or with an unusual error that escaped quality control is extremely rare. Most people spent these coins without a second thought. They were tossed into jars, handed to cashiers, dropped between couch cushions, used and forgotten. That's why discovering a 1990 quarter that's pristine or features an oddity is like striking gold. And believe it or not, even tiny, barely visible details can change the entire value of the coin. Sometimes it's the spacing in the letters, or the sharpness of the strike, or the texture of the edge. A casual glance might not reveal anything special, but to trained eyes, or even just a lucky person with a coin jar and a magnifying glass, it could be a hidden jackpot. It's stories like these that keep collectors hunting and treasure seekers searching through every quarter they come across. The idea that a simple, common-looking coin can be worth thousands is both exciting and real. It doesn't require a huge investment or a vault full of rare metals. Sometimes, it just takes curiosity, a little attention to detail, and being in the right place at the right time. And that brings us to the moment you've been waiting for. Among the 1990 Washington quarters, there have been specific examples, coins that have been kept in flawless condition, with unique minting quirks, striking anomalies, or nearly impossible grading scores, that have caught the attention of collectors and auction houses around the world. And one such remarkable piece, a 1990 quarter that checks all the right boxes, was sold at auction for an incredible sum. Not a few hundred, not a few thousand. This coin was sold for $100,000. Yes, $1/4, worth $100,000. The next time you come across a Washington quarter from 1990, don't dismiss it. Flip it over. Look closely. Check the edges. Search for that mint mark. You might be holding on to something far more valuable than you ever imagined. It's proof that treasures really can be hiding in plain sight. right there in your spare change. If you enjoyed this dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more stories like this, and share it with someone who might be tossing away a tiny fortune without knowing it. Keep your eyes open, stay curious, and happy coin hunting. Top 3. In a world where digital currency and credit cards rule our everyday lives, it's easy to overlook the change in your pocket. Most of us toss coins into jars, car cup holders, or forget about them entirely. But what if I told you that one of those small, shiny coins might be worth more than an entire year's salary? What if the ordinary-looking quarter you almost left on the counter could actually be a life-changing treasure? Today, we're going deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting to talk about the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 1996, a coin that might be worth far more than you ever imagined. The Washington quarter has a legacy stretching back to 1932, when it was introduced to honor the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. Over the decades, it's become one of the most commonly used and widely recognized coins in U.S. history. But what many people don't realize is that some of these quarters, while looking completely ordinary, are actually hiding secrets, details so rare and specific that they can drive collectors into a frenzy. And yes, the 1996 quarter is one of them. By 1996, the quarter had become a familiar companion in everyday life, used for gumballs, parking meters, laundry machines, and countless transactions. That year, the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced hundreds of millions of these coins. On the surface, there didn't seem to be anything unusual about them. The obverse still featured the stoic profile of George Washington, and the reverse still displayed the eagle with its wings spread proudly. But here's where things start to get interesting. Within that massive production run, a few 1996 quarters slipped through the cracks with errors and characteristics so rare, they turned what should have been an ordinary piece of pocket change into a collector's dream. These aren't the kinds of things you'd notice at a glance. They're small, sometimes microscopic flaws, like doubling in the letters or numbers, weak strikes from worn dies, or even misaligned edges. But to a trained eye, or even just a lucky enthusiast, these quirks can mean the difference between 25 cents and a massive payday. Let's talk about minting errors for a moment, because that's often where the real value begins. Some 1996 quarters have been found with off-center strikes, meaning the design isn't properly aligned on the coin. Others show signs of die clashes, where the images on the front and back of the coin press against each other incorrectly. There are even quarters that were struck on the wrong metal planchets, giving them a strange appearance or a different weight. Each of these errors is like a fingerprint, completely unique, and extremely valuable to collectors who specialize in rare finds. Condition also plays a huge role in a coin's value. A 1996 quarter that's been through hundreds of hands and shows signs of wear probably won't fetch more than its face value. But a coin that's been preserved in near-perfect condition, with sharp details and no signs of circulation, could command attention from grading services and serious buyers. When a coin is graded highly, say, mint state 67 or higher, it instantly becomes far more desirable. Combine that condition with a minting error or rarity, and you've got something truly special. Now let's consider the rarity factor. While there were millions of 1996 quarters minted, very few of them have surfaced with the kind of anomalies that make collectors and auction houses take notice. The coins with specific die varieties, strange finishes, or missing mint marks are few and far between. These are the coins that are sought after by professionals and hobbyists alike, coins that people will pay big money for. What makes this whole story even more exciting is the idea that this kind of coin doesn't need to be locked away in a museum or guarded in a vault. It could be sitting in your change jar right now. It could be the quarter you left in your glove box, or the one you picked up off the sidewalk. That's the magic of coin collecting. It's a treasure hunt, and you never know when or where you might strike gold. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. Among the countless 1996 Washington quarters out there, a few exceptional pieces have turned heads in the numismatic world. These coins have been identified with rare combinations of pristine condition, unique minting errors, and eye-catching characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. One such coin, an extraordinary 1996 Washington quarter, was sold at a major auction for an astonishing sum. That single coin, originally worth 25 cents, was sold for a total of $80,000. Yes, you heard that right. One coin, 25 cents. Sold for $80,000. So the next time you find a quarter lying around, take a closer look. Inspect the year. Check the details. Pay attention to the condition and the mint mark. You might just discover that your spare change is worth far more than you think. The world of rare coins is full of surprises, and your next big find might be closer than you realized. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more stories about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the secrets behind everyday currency, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Because you never know who might be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.